Each of you assembled here today decided that you were going to see that 10 other people are registered before the last day, which I think is next weekend, the 14th, I believe. Just see what a power you can be. Then after getting people registered, that is another even greater responsibility, and that is to go out to vote.
We met each other because when you're working in this space of grassroots and outreach, it becomes a cliche. You know, I do grassroots, I do outreach. But the effect and how deep you go when you do the outreach. Do you do the outreach when no one is looking? Do you do the outreach whether it's a dollar sign attached to it or not? And so when I met Sandra over 10 years ago, it was for another event and all of the community works that we do. And then we just started talking about voting and some things that we saw. You know, there are a lot of great organizations doing wonderful things out in the community, but we wanted to add to the spice of what was going on to make the process easier for the voter.
I think just in believing and being a soldier and inducted in the military during the Vietnam era, real soldier, just understanding how relevant it was. Even back during those times, as many of us took oaths to defend this country, as we were fighting for rights of people that looked like us, but yet we were willing to give our life. And so it's been a fire. And this storm over here, came rolling. That's all, that's it. And just interacted and just realizing the power of unity. Operation Stamp the Vote was a concept, it was an idea. As we were doing what we do, registering voters and restorative justice, this was during the pandemic, the early start of it. You know, I would always reach out to the seniors, you know, you're gonna be early voting. Let's check your voter registration application. Make sure that you're registered where you live and just making sure that you were prepared to vote. And all of a sudden this idea came up because they were talking about, okay, now not only do we do the application, but we have to send, which we can take the voter registration application, but we can't touch the ballot. So that meant having stamps. So I'm sitting there one night and was like, okay, I'm gonna give her a stamp, I'm gonna give him a stamp. Stamps are adding up. I was like, no, we need help. And it's always my go-to first phone call. Hey, we have to do something. And all of a sudden, Operation Stamp the Vote became the idea.
My work relating to the King legacy. So when I look at that legacy and understanding how he felt in his private hour and communicating with Dr. Wyatt T. Walker, and I was like, tell me about Dr. King. And he had all of those insecurities as well, that he wasn't doing a great job. And I feel that way. You know, even when we stand here and we do the work that we do and people tell us that we're impactful, but way down deep inside, you feel like, am I really impactful? And that's what his legacy means to me. And so as long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to pass on this legacy.
Our call to action.
Our call to action.
There should be a MLK in each one of us as we strive to build for better communities and tackling social justice.